What's up YouTube? YuGoGod 1000 here, bringing you a deck profile on my most recent deck, my Battling Boxers. Now this deck has been featured on my channel with my deck discussion and my combos. My cards have finally arrived to finish off the deck, so I'm going to be bringing you the complete update. Now mind you, I'll be still waiting on a few extra deck cards, but I just they're proxy today so that you can make the deck yourself. And without further ado, let's get into the profile. So, first up for the Battling Boxer monsters, we have 3 Battling Boxer Glassjaw. Now this is the main monster of your deck. It's a 2000 attack normal summon. If he gets targeted by an attack, he destroys himself, and when he's sent to the graveyard by a card effect, you can add a Battling Boxer other than himself to your hand. So when he's sent to the graveyard, so you can either Foolish Burial him or use Battling Boxer headgear on him. It pretty much, he gets his effect and adds cards to your hand. So he's as though the search power in your deck, this guy. He just recycles your graveyard nicely. The next main one is Switch Hitter, which we also run 3 of. Now when this card is normal summoned, you can special summon one of your Battling Boxers from your grave. So as I've said, you can normal summon your Switch Hitter, go into a Glassjaw, attack for 3/5, and then go into a Battling Boxer Lead Oak. And that is what you have to do with his effect. Once you've activated it, you can only special summon Battling Boxers for the rest of the turn. But that's why we run 3 Lead Oak, because the best XYZ in our deck, pretty much. Next, we run 3 Battling Boxer Headgear. Now this is the Foolish Burial of the deck. When normal summoned, you can send a Battling Boxer from your deck to your grave. Now it's excellent in setting up those Glassjaw plays. Adds a lot of speed to the deck and thins the deck out really nicely, and it combos well, as I said, with the Glassjaw. The next card we got is 2 Battling Boxer Sparrers. Now this card is excellent first turn because you can special summon it, but you cannot conduct your battle phase for the rest of the turn. So you can also special summon it in main phase too. It's really good to combo with headgear, so you can dump a counter punch or so on, and then special summon the Sparrer and go into one of your Lead Oaks with 1000k in the graveyard. So it's really good. Wouldn't run 3, would get too clunky, but 2 is the perfect amount. And then the last Battling Boxer monsters, 2 Battling Boxer Counterpunch. Now you can banish this card from your graveyard or your hand to give a Battling Boxer you control an extra 1000 attack when it's attacking or is being attacked. So it's excellent to surprise your opponent, especially when it's in your hand. It'd be better to have it in the graveyard, but the surprise factor is there if it's in your hand. So wins games, they don't expect it, so running 2 of these is crucial. Now for the speed engine of the deck, we run double KKD. Now this card speeds the deck up really nicely because we play a lot of traps. We can easily set a Compulse or a Bottomless or so on, summon KKD and get 2 draws of it. So it speeds up our deck really nicely and just sets up those big hands. Definitely play 2 of them. And for the last monster, we play 1 teched in Photon Thrasher. You can special summon this out while you control no monsters, and then you can normal summon one of your Battling Boxers to go into an instant XYZ. And optimal first player would be go to Lava Vulchain and then send a Switch Hitter or a Glassjaw to the graveyard, which will help you set up even more. So 1 Photon Thrasher is excellent in the deck. So that's it for the monsters. Now onto the spells. We run double MST because hate back row in this build. Compulse and Deprison kill this deck because Lead Oak can't deal with that. So to counter that, we play 2 Mystical Space Typhoons and double Lance. Now if you want to, you could bump this up to 2 Lance if you want. I think 2 is the perfect amount because you have your MSTs, and this just protects from, as I said, Deprison and Compulse. The other big hassle with this deck is the Big Eye and Exostag and things like that. They can just take control or send it to the grave. So to counteract that, we play double Forbidden Dress. So this is excellent in the deck if we're versing E-Dragons and they bring out their Big Eye. Before they can activate effect, what we're going to do is we're going to dress our Lead Oak, and that way he won't be able to activate his effect. And next time we can just beat over that because Lead Oak is badass. After then we have 2 Pot of Dualities. This is excellent for the speed in the deck. Comboed with Card D, you can get through your deck amazing with this card. And even if we can't special summon, it won't matter because we'll just normal summon either our Beat Stick or our Glassjaw or our Headgear and then send something to the graveyard. So Pot of Duality is excellent in the deck. Next we come on to our staples. We have the Trinity, Monster Reborn, Dark Hole, Heavy Storm, and the other staples we have Reinforcement of the Army and Foolish Burial to kind of round up the spells. No brainers this card, sets up your graveyard and adds speed reinforcement because every monster except for Card D is a warrior, so no brainer running them too. That's it for the spells. Onto the traps. So play pretty heavy traps in this deck because we need to protect our Battling Boxes. So run the duo of Solemn, the Solemn duo, Solemn Judgment and Solemn Warning. Excellent in this deck. Solemn Judgment can negate anything and Solemn Warning can negate a summon. So really good, must play both of them. Next you run double Torrential, best trap in the deck because if we Torrential our Battling Boxer Lead Oak, he gets an attack boost and we also get Battling Boxer Glassjaw's effect. So if we can nuke the field for free, pretty much it's as though we're running 2 Raigekis because we don't minus ourselves at all when we use Battling Boxes. So Torrential Tribute is just like a Raigeki and running 2 of them is amazing. So I definitely recommend running 2 Torrential Tribute. Next we have double Bottomless, just for those problem monsters, and it's a staple trap in any deck, so that's pretty self-explanatory. Double Compulse, again, to get rid of those nasty XYZs or Synchros, or any big monster for that matter, just bounce that back, so really handy, definitely run 2 of them. Next you run double Breakthrough Skill. This card is amazing against Zen mains, and cards like that you need to attack and destroy more than once. So you can negate their effects on your turn by banish it from your grave, and you can also negate by activating it from the field during their turn. So it's like a double effect trailer. Definitely run 2. And to round up the last trap, because of all that back row, we run Starlight Road. So Starlight Road can really help us out. If we have a field full of monsters and they Dark Hole, then again we can just Starlight Road, bring out a Stardust Dragon. So definitely run 1 Starlight Road. So that's it for the main deck, guys. There's 40 monsters, 40 cards in that deck, 16 monsters, and the rest are spells and traps. So really good deck. I recommend you trying it out on DN or DevPro, and even trying it out in real life because it's very cheap to make. The only expensive cards in the deck are Card Ds and Forbidden Lands, and even they're not that expensive. So recommend trying out the deck. And to round off this, we have our extra deck. We have our 3 Battling Boxer Lead Oak. Now we have to run 3 because Switch Hitter's effect only allows us to special summon Battling Boxes for the rest of the turn. So we have to run 3. Excellent card, wins games. This is the main reason why you play this deck, to get this guy out as fast as you can, and you can sit on him and gradually punch for game. So fair then. Now for the Warrior engine, we have a Heroic Champion Excalibur and a Blade Arm Ninja. Again, to push for the OTKs, and if we can, without using Switch Hit obviously, but if we can get these out and swing for 4k, 4-4, so really easy. Next you run staples, so Utopia, Photon Papilloperative, Maystroke, and for the proxies that I haven't bought yet, we have a Gargaga Cowboy, a Laval Chain, excellent for setting up graveyard, Diamond Dire Wolf, and Abyss Dweller, all excellent staple rank 4s. It's pretty much up to you what rank 4s you want, but I recommend them because they're the best ones. And we have a Shockmaster because it's not that hard to get out, and Shockmaster locks down most decks, and a Violent Sigma because we can take control of them bad boys and equip them, and then we can beat for 2-5. And to round it up, the 1 Stardust Dragon for the Starlight Road. So that's it for the deck profile. I hope you've enjoyed it. Make sure to comment, rate and subscribe. Really help me out. If you have any messages, just message me and so we can work it out from there. But apart from that, YugoGod1000 signing off.